you so much for talking to Voice of America. We really appreciate your time. Why don't you tell us about Hope for Paws, how it started, and how did you get involved?
Eldad founded Hope for Paws 7 years ago. And at the time, it was just himself and his wife. And it was very small, and now at this point, we are a very strong organization, a very well-known organization because of our YouTube videos that go viral. I came aboard with Hope for Paws about 2 years ago. I'm Eldad's assistant and one of his rescue partners, and we mainly focus on animals that are out on the street, abandoned, neglected animals. We do rescue dogs from shelters as well, but we get a lot of phone calls and emails from people all over the country, the state. People are asking us now to fly to different states.
Why don't you tell us about Fiona, the first viral video that Hope for Paws had and the impact it's made?
Yes, Fiona. Fiona was a couple of years into the organization, and she was a adorable little poodle who was blind, found in the trash. And Eldad got a call about it, and he went down and he rescued her, got her medical care. He actually got her to an eye surgeon and was able to repair one of her eyes, her vision in one of her eyes. One eye was completely blind, but the other eye, they regained her vision through surgery. And he said, you know, I'm going to make a video about this, and it just spread like wildfire.
Tell us a little more about how you find the rescues. How is it that you find these animals that need to be rescued?
We get phone calls, we get emails, and we get Facebook messages that there are sightings of these animals. We go to abandoned buildings, we've crawled under houses, we go into the cities, we go to the desert a lot. A lot of people sadly drive out to the desert and dump their dogs out there to die a slow and painful death, and we go out there and we rescue them.
I also heard about an epic desert rescue. Tell us a little more about that.
It was an epic rescue. It was 4 dogs that were abandoned by their owners, and Eldad and I went out there. It took 4 days to catch these dogs, and each one was a different method. One was with a trap, one was with a snare pole, one was with creating a fencing area. Each one of them we picked up, we got safely to a vet's office, got them the medical care that they needed. 2 of the dogs had collars that were embedded into their necks, and surgically they needed to be removed, or they would have died for sure, just from infection and being strangled, basically. We partnered up with another rescue organization, Doggy Smiles, who did the rehoming process, and each one of them has a wonderful home.
Social media played a very big role in Hope for Paws' success. Tell us a little about that.
I just love social media. I really am so happy that, you know, we have this now, because 10 or 20 years ago, animals that were dying in the shelter and nobody knew about them, or animals that were out in the desert or suffering on the streets that nobody knew about, we're their voice. We have to be their voice, and social media is a platform for us to be their voice. So if there is an animal in the shelter that someone takes a picture of and puts it on Facebook or puts it on Twitter and says, here's a dog, it only has, you know, 2 days to live, is there anybody out there that can help us? Or through our YouTube videos, we are spreading awareness all over the world about how we are committed to.
And finally, Lisa, what is your message to the people out there who are watching this? You know, what should they do to help animals, and what is in their hands? Tell us a little about that.
You know, it's really about not turning a blind eye. Really, that's what it is in anything. You know, whether you see someone suffering, an animal suffering, you know, just whatever it is really to like be a part of something bigger than yourself, and really to have compassion and awareness and change the world for the better.